Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week 1 of November 2022's Coffee and Card. And this month we are using the Jingle 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 stamp set, and it's a really fun stamp set, and you get so many stamps and you can do so many different things with it. It's really good. I just need to apologise. I'm down to my last 2 blocks. Because I have packed for my Christmas crafternoon tea, which is this weekend, and these are the only 2 blocks I have left. So I will be transferring stamps rather than having them all laid out ready to go. So, and I will be using my stamp apparatus to get this effect. So you can do it 2 ways. You can either do it using a stamping platform, or you can do it by using your Stampin' Write pens and just colouring in the green and then colouring in. So that is the still struggling sweet sorbet. I always want to call it strawberry sorbet. Sweet sorbet, which is one of the new in colours, and then evening evergreen, which is last year's in colours. And so yeah, so a nice 10 fold card. I've left the inside blank, but there's loads you can do with all of this lot. And I just thought a nice sort of decorative swag of the extra little stamps there. So let's get started. I'll show you how to do the jolly first. So let's leave that where you can see it. Get the kit out. Stuck in there. Got extra sets of little red rhinestones as well as those ones I left out. Right, okay, so I've given you quite a big piece. It's actually one of the offcuts from the Christmas crafternoon tea, that's why you've got such a big piece. And I'm just going to get my stamp apparatus, and I'll leave the foam mat in because it's a photopolymer stamp. So, whereas the clear mounts don't need them. Right. So I'm actually going to put it in. No, I'm not going to put it over there. Sometimes when you're really near the edge, it doesn't. You have to really press down to stamp it. But I think if I put it, it's more this edge here you need to worry about. So if I put it towards that, the stamp towards that side, it won't matter. So we've got our jolly, and I'm just going to pop that there. Okay, fairly straight, and pick that up. Okay, there we are. So I'm going to ink with the green first. So I'm going to get a post-it note. Probably should have done before I started. And I'm actually going to tear it where the sticky is. You don't need it very wide. These are quite small letters. So I've just torn off the bit with the sticky, and it might still be too wide. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's fine. So I'm going to cover up the O, and I'm going to cover up the L. It's a little bit wide. I'm just going to sort of tear it at an angle because obviously it's wider at the bottom. Sorry, that little piece is sticking to my finger. Right, and I am going to cover up that L, making sure I can still see the Y, and I can. Okay, so this is the messy bit. Get your ink pad. And ink up. There we go. Happy with that. Don't forget to take your post-it notes off. Otherwise, that would be very messy. Then I am just going to stamp the jelly. Okay, and then carefully lift that up so that your paper doesn't move. Clean off your green. And repeat, this time covering up your 3 letters. So again, post-it note. I'm going to use the thinnest piece in the middle there to cover up that O. That's too thin! There we go. Okay. And then we'll cover the Y. Nope. I'm covering up the wrong letters. Everyone's shouting at me. Linda, you don't need to cover up the O. You want to see the O. Nope. See, as always, unedited, all you see is what you get. Right, and then the J. So I've just got the O and the L showing there. Just catching the edge of that Y. Make it doubly sure. Okay, and this time with your sweet sorbet. Oh, cat hair. Yeah, just stamp away from that. Okay. That's off. Let's get the cat hair while we're at it. Okay. Remove post-it notes. We got these tweezers with a phone kit for like getting SIM cards out and things like that. Just as soon as I saw them, I'm having those. Right, and then we stamp the O and the L. So there we go, nice and easy. Jolly. Right, so I'm just going to wipe these off. And then I'm just going to trim this using my guillotine, because my trimmers are also in the kit. It's quite nice actually crafting with minimal supplies. As I forget, not everybody's got a whole room full of stuff like I'm fortunate enough to have. Right, so I'm just going to trim that. So I'm lining it up with the bottom of the letters on the guard, on the finger guard. There. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same again on this side, making sure I'm also straight with the guidelines here. Like that. And then I want the lines, the angles to be more or less the same. So what I'm actually doing is I'm lining it up across corner to corner across two squares, because just one square made it a bit too steep really. If you're not OCD like me, you can just eyeball it. So I'm doing it this way. So you can do it the other way, but I wanted to make sure I'd lined it. It was the same. Not OCD at all, me. That I'd just taken the letter to the edge of the guillotine there. There you go. And there you have it. One very nice banner. You can do this with your trimmer too. You just need to line it up with the grooves on your guardrail as well. And now we're just stamping. So all the fancy cutting's done. So you've got your envelope, your 10th fold card, and then 2 pieces of Whisper White, basic white, sorry. A smaller one and a larger one. The larger one's going to go inside in here. So, and I'm just going to decorate this piece first. So the first thing I did, generally when you're doing things like this, take the biggest element first. So I'm going to take the, candy cane. How cute is that? And obviously we're going to be doing that in the sweet sorbet. So, and I'm just going to randomly stamp these sort of coming in. Good start. Nearly. I'm going to use the emergency other side. So, come in here. And then just sort of moving up and across. Oh, for goodness sake, that's going to be covered up. That's me, not the stamp. The stamp's absolutely fine. There we go. Probably the block's a little bit too big. Okay, and then we'll have some green bells. Why not? And I'll just weave those in and out of the candy canes. And again, it's good to have them sort of coming off the card. There we go. Then they have little bows. Now I did the bows in green. I'm just thinking I might do them in red. We have got a lot of red. Do it in red. Right, so there's a tiny little bow stamp to go on the bells. And I just line that up with a little loop on the top of the bell. It's just so easy, particularly with them being photopolymer, you just look straight through them. There we go. Then I added some stars using Mango Melody. And if you wanted to cover the whole card with these, you could do, rather than just a little swathe like I've done. And we're filling in, but remember to leave, we need a few gaps for the diamantes as well. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And I'm now going to stamp the sentiment, which is "'Tis the season, 'tis the season to be." It is indeed. So I'm lining the sentiment straight on my grid paper because it's quite a long one, using my H block. Again, you could use this on your Stamparatus if you wanted to, if you're not confident at getting it straight. And then I'm just going to stamp "'Tis the season to be." I think about there should do it. Help if this was straight as well. Oops. So just going to build the card, then I'll add the sentiment and the diamond and the diamantis. So, hidden my glue. There we go. And then I'll just add my bit to the inside. As I say, you can decorate this as well if you want. Do you know, I'm going to put a sentiment on later, so I'm not going to glue that just now. Because we may need again to use the emergency other side. So we just need to stick this on now. And as I say, well, it completely covers that candy cane, not just the bit I missed. Right. So just get some sentiment. Dimensionals. And because I'm probably going to post this, I am going to put a few on because our postal system is literally all automated. So things can get squished. And there we go. Oh, forgotten the sparkle. Don't forget the sparkle, Linda. Okay, so I've added the jolly. And then I'm just going to go in and add some sparklies. I've given you quite a few. So just add them where you want. I'm just sort of filling the gaps. She says if she can pick them up. There we go. Have one down there. Oops. Do love these little rhinestones, and it's nice, they're all the same size, so I never have to remember which size I've used on a card because they're all the same. But you do get loads in a pack. There we go. So how bright and fun is that card? Okay, so it is the season 2 Be Jolly. It will be very soon the season 2 Be Jolly. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Do let me know what you've done in the middle. You can post it onto the Linda's Papercraft Facebook group. And I look forward to seeing those. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye.